You think you know Hillcrest, all the gunfights, the truck escape, the WLF and infected running at you from every direction, but most players only scratch the surface. Before you even swing that first corner, there are tiny narrative breadcrumbs that tell you more about this neighborhood story and the people who lived here if you just pay attention. One of the first things most players miss is the graffiti and posters between Lust and Coffee and the used and rare bookstore. Interact with them early and you'll unlock a journal entry. Few players notice that because they're already scanning for gunfire instead of the details on the walls. Almost immediately after you arrive, before anything dramatic happens, there's a truck wreck in a collapsed section of road where many players just sprint past. If you turn back and dive into that ditch instead of running forward, you can find the Wakumero trading card tucked inside the pickup. It's an obscure collectible that feels like an Easter egg left for only the most observant explorers. Most people don't realize you can smash that rear window and loot it early on. Then there are the hidden notes and artifacts littered across Hillcrest. Not random junk, but tiny fragments of story. Inside the Caroline Paper Co. building, you can pull a need a plan note, a scrap of someone's thought process, in a spot you're likely to bypass because it's tucked in darkness, away from the main path. Nearby, in a used and rare books shop, there's a Yolanda's note on the counter that provides a quiet glimpse into another survivor's experience. The auto repair shop off the main street is another bit of Hillcrest most players miss until their second playthrough. Pushing the dumpster out the way exposes infected below and deeper inside after you clear them. A safe with ammo, scrap, and possibly a handgun holster if you didn't find one earlier. You need the combo, of course, and that combo itself is hidden behind another artifact in the pet shop and grooming salon. Most players skip this because they're focused on the combat and don't think to explore the side buildings thoroughly. Farther through the map, in that house where you get the bow and shoot the big explosion, there are two quiet artifacts you might not notice. Barry's Confession, and the Rosemont flyer found on a coffee table and a dresser in the living room. They're tiny details, but they hint at personal collections and hint of the Hillcrest residents long before the chaos of the pandemic. And if you really want to go deep, some of the trading cards you find here aren't just collectibles. They reflect the wider world. The Naledi, the youthful card hidden in a bike wheel, or the rebirth card tucked under a bed upstairs after the big cleared street encounter show that people here once had lives, hobbies, and stories before everything fell apart. Players often miss them because they're focused on advancing, not lingering in these quiet pockets of broken suburbs. These aren't plot twists or big reveals, but they are the texture of Hillcrest, the small human remnants, the overlooked narrative fragments, the hidden corners telling stories that never make it into the main mission text. And when you start noticing those, Hillcrest stops being just another battlefield. It becomes a snapshot of everyday life, left behind and reclaimed by nature and violence simultaneously.